USA investments in Mexico are a really important and economic worrying situation we are facing. I chose this topic due to all of the changes we are currently going through. Trump has created a fear in Mexicans and Americans by wanting to get USA out of North America Free Trade Agreement, best known as NAFTA. Due to his racism and lack of commerce knowledge, he wants to make USA great again by this method. With this analysis, I want to prove that in this recent news, it's shown that Mexico and USA need each other equally and that USA will be the most affected country by Trump's decisions due to the lack of resources they have. Starting with peso suffering devaluation. The past January 11th, a report from news agency Reuters said that the peso currency dropped 0.5%, making trading of 19.3 pesos to US dollars. At the same time, Canadian dollar dropped. At this point, USA thinks it will be the country that will not be affected. But on the other hand, we have the big industry sector. One day before the announcing of peso's devaluation, a glass plant expansion was announced for Neva. Illinois invested $140 million in a beer bottle plant that will be soon established in Coahuila. This factory will become the world's largest and most modern glass container factory. But the important point in here is that for one reason that plant is being established in Mexico. The work, administration, and environment was ideal. USA's pull out of the treatment will hugely affect this industry sector. The long-term earnings they have been planning will not be accomplished, as well as all of the American jobs that were created in Mexico in order to put some order in the factory. Another clear example is the automotive industry, with Mexico being one of the greatest automobile industries in the world. Mexico New Daily reported the past January 27 that exports to USA reached a record of $409.5 billion, growing 9.5%. INEGI reported that between January and November of last year, automotive exports represented 35% of all manufactured goods exported, which leads us to another sector affected if NAFTA is broken. Not just American jobs will be lost, but a huge devaluation and crisis will be seen either in Mexico and USA. On the other hand, the International Monetary Fund has raised its forecast for economic growth in Mexico and projected higher growth in USA, benefiting trading partners, adding that Mexico's GDP is expected to grow 2.3% this year and 3% on its economy, saying that U.S. tax reform and associated fiscal stimulus are expected to temporarily raise U.S. growth with favorable demand spillovers for U.S. trading partners Mexico and Canada. As well, Trump's contradictions have been going on. He's accepting that many of the goods come from Mexico. This was established in his fiscal tax reform, which promotes that the consumption of goods will be increased and that tax will be reduced from 35 to 21%. Mexicans will be benefited due to the bonuses workers will be receiving. Also, trading manufacturers from Mexico to USA will benefit and increase. By this, I can highly prove that if USA pulls out of NAFTA, all of the economic growth expectations and sectors will be affected. USA's economic growth won't be possible if they avoid trading. We all need of each other's resources. Most of USA's industries are based and fed by Mexican resources and products. USA investments in Mexico are not just helping Mexicans but Americans' economy.